Hello, this is Chapter 10, Groups and Teams. Our learning objectives summarize the model of group formation and development. Bear with me a second. Here are the differences between formal and informal groups. Understand the reasons why people form groups. Explain the 5 stages of group formation. Describe the major characteristics of groups. Discuss relevant criteria for group effectiveness. And differentiate among the different types of teams. And with this video, you should be able to completely answer the question that I posed to you on the discussion forum and should give you some really good background as you describe the different groups and teams that you are personally involved with. The existence of groups can alter a person's motivation or needs and can influence the behavior of people in an organizational setting. Groups and teams are not the same. Group is 2 or more individuals interacting with each other to accomplish a common goal. A team, mature group with member interdependence and motivation to achieve a common goal. Teams start out as groups, but not all groups mature into teams. Comparison of groups and teams. It's based on dimension, formal work group, and team. Dimension, goals. Formal work group works on common goals. The team, total commitment to common goals. Accountability is to a manager, and to the team, it's the team members and the team leader. Skill levels, they're random for formal groups, and the team is complementary. Performance evaluation is by the manager, and in the team by team members and team leader. The next one is culture, and it's marked by change and conflict with the formal work group. And then for the team, it's based on collaboration and goal attainment. Performance outcomes, with the formal work group, it could be positive, neutral, or negative. And with the team, it could be synergistic or greater than the sum of the members' contributions. And the last dimension, the definition of success, the formal work group is by a manager's aspirations, and for the team, it's by members and team leaders' aspirations. The nature of groups. Minimum requirements for a group to exist is 2 or more individuals, a common goal is to be accomplished, and some form of exchange or communication between these individuals. A model of group formation and development. So we have different types of groups. We have formal, where there's command, task, and a team, and informal, interest and friendship. Reasons for group formation: security, need satisfaction, social need satisfaction, esteem, proximity and attraction, group goals, economic reasons. The stages of group development include forming, storming, norming, performing, adjourning. Some group characteristics include composition, status hierarchy, roles, norms, leadership, cohesiveness, and the end results are performance, satisfaction, and development. Types of groups: formal groups, command and task, informal, interest, friendship. There are 5 reasons why people form groups. They need satisfaction, proximity, attraction, goals, economic benefits. The different stages of group development include forming. The group forms and situation is uncertain and disorganized. Storming, turbulence, frustration, and frustration was at the highest level. And then norming, share vision, values, goals, and expectations. Deviations are not welcome. And then performing, roles are specific, goals are clear, and results are noted. And then adjourning, orderly disbanding. Group composition: members of a homogeneous group share a number of characteristics. Members of a homogeneous group have few or no similar characteristics. All else being equal, homogeneous groups are the most likely to be cohesive. Heterogeneous groups can outperform homogeneous ones. Group status hierarchy. Status is a consequence of characteristics that differentiate one position from another. A person is sometimes given status because of job seniority, age, or assignment. Assigned status may have nothing to do with the formal status hierarchy. The status hierarchy can have unintended and undesirable effects on preference. group members' role. You have expected roles, perceived roles, and enacted roles. Group norms. Norms are standards shared by group members, formed only with respect to things that have significance for the group. It may be communicated in writing or verbally, accepted in various degrees by group members, and it's also used to regulate member behavior and may also apply to some members or all members. Norm conformity. Variables which influence conformity. It could be personal characteristics of the individual, situational factors, intergroup relationships, cultural factors. Here is a hypothetical production norm and its zone of acceptance. So you have high production level here, low production level here. Here is the group norm. And then you have the rate busters up here, here, and here. These are producing above the group norm of acceptance. Here's the zone of acceptance here, and then the loafers producing below the group norms. Group leadership. Leaders exert influence over members. In formal groups, leaders can reward or punish members who do not conform to orders or rules. A formal group may have no formal leader. They could be an autonomous work group, or they could be a self-managed team. An informal group leader generally is a respected and high-status member who embodies the values of the group and helps the group accomplish its goals. It enables members to satisfy needs, and the leader receives and interprets communication relevant to the group. Group cohesiveness is a closeness or commonness of attitude, behavior, and performance. Acts on the members to remain in a group. Is greater than the forces pulling members away from the group. And as the cohesiveness of a work group increases, conformity to group norms also increases. These norms may not be consistent with those of the organization. The sources of group attraction. Goals of the group and members are compatible. You may have a charismatic leader, a good reputation for accomplishing tasks. The group is small enough to permit members to have opinions heard, and also members support and help one another. This will help, these 5 things will help with group cohesion. The relationship between group cohesiveness and organizational goals. You have the degree of group cohesiveness. If it's low, performance probably oriented away from organizational goals. Performance probably oriented towards organizational goals if it's high agreement. If the group cohesiveness is high, performance oriented away from organizational goals if it's low, and performance oriented towards organizational goals if it's high. To increase group cohesion, you must reach joint agreement on group goals. Make the group more homogeneous. Increase interaction among group members. Make the group smaller. Physically or socially isolate the group. Allocate rewards to the group, not individuals, and give the group and members more responsibilities. This is how to increase group cohesion. Groupthink. What is groupthink? It's the deterioration of mental efficiency, reality testing, and moral judgment in the interest of group solidarity. Characteristics of group suffering from groupthink. It's illusion of invulnerability, tendency to moralize, feeling of unanimity, pressure to conform, and opposing ideas are dismissed. End results. Measurable production is not the only end result of work group activities. The group's productive output meets the standard of quantity, quality, and timeliness of the users of the output. The group process of doing the work enhances the capability of group members to work together interdependently in the future. And the group experience contributes to the growth and well-being of its members. Teams. The difference between a team and an immature developing group is total commitment to common goals and accountability to the team. Perceived gains from using teams are economic improvements, quality and productivity gains, and flattening of the organizational structure. Different types of teams. Team categories include the following: problem solving, cross-functional, virtual, R&D, self-managed. Team effectiveness, it can be from empowerment, reward, communication, and training. Team training includes individual task-related skills and abilities, how to function as a team member, problem-solving skills, creative thinking, and also interpersonal skills. How do you improve member effectiveness? Skills to improve team member effectiveness includes having an open mind, being emotionally stable, accountability, problem-solving abilities, communication skills, and conflict resolution skills, and also trust. Teams often require information that's used to be management's exclusive domain. Managers often fear a loss of their decision-making power, and many teams fail due to management's unwillingness to share information with the teams it created. Empowerment. Regardless of the type of team, those that lack authority are less effective. It suggests that management doesn't trust the team. It is the root of team empowerment problems. Let me repeat that. It is the root of team empowerment problems when they lack authority. Teams can also be given too much authority, particularly true during the early stages of team development. Training can help members use authority effectively. Most reward systems are individual based. To the extent that team perform well, the team should be rewarded. Reward systems can be incentive based on a form of profit sharing. So, in review, summarize the model of group formation and development, compare the differences between formal and informal groups, understand the reasons why people form groups, explain the 5 stages of group formation, and describe the major characteristics of groups, and discuss relevant criteria for group effectiveness. And lastly, differentiate among the different types of teams. I thank you for listening.